Hey! What are you doing there, just sitting there with all that money in your wallet? You need to subscribe to HBO Max now. Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Rick and fucking Morty. But you'll only find us over at patreon.com/WissesCastProductions. For less than the cost of a commercial for your streaming service, you can support our show and help the little guy out. At least until we get famous enough to be bought by Warner Media. Again, that is patreon.com/WissesCastProductions. That's all, folks.
We came to slam, and we want to jam. Unfortunately, we have to play a little hoop ball. I'm your host, Aaron James, and I'm joined by my co-host, Ryan James.
Dad, is that you?
No. We're both cousins to the other James.
Okay, that's fine.
And of course, we have our special guest this week. Yes, we have two people who volunteered to subject themselves to this. Nicole James.
Oh, I'm also James.
You're also a James. And then, of course, all people, too, we couldn't forget Robbie James.
Yep. Rounding out the James. Glad to be here.
All the Jameses here. We just couldn't resist.
Yeah. Family reunion up in here.
Absolutely. Except for LeBron. He didn't show up. What an asshole.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
Wow. SMH. Why do we invite him to things?
I mean, I don't think we invited him, actually. That might be on us.
Well, yeah, because you never shows
Yeah, fair
up.
enough. The intro song for this week is the Looney Tunes Merry Melody theme. I mean, what else would it be?
Of course.
Surprised Pikachu face.
Absolutely. You can follow us on the various platforms down below, including Patreon, YouTube, iTunes, Apple Podcasts is what it is, Google Podcast, Podcast Addict, all the stuff. Google us, you'll find us. For those listening, in case I could not edit it out of the podcast, Nicole's audio's got some weird distortion to it. I'm not sure what it is. If I can edit it out, great. If not, it's going to be in the background. Just bear with us. That's all I can say.
It's fine. I'm just in a microwave.
Yep. Microwave Nicole.
Yeah.
Come back in 30 seconds and she'll be done.
Quick nuke.
Yeah, but I'll be cold in the summer.
Yeah, probably. This week we're doing something very weird. We're going back to where we started. Next week we'll return to doing shitty video game streams, and then we'll slide back in relevancy before reverse aging to nothing. That's right. We're doing 2021 Space Jam: A New Legacy. Directed by Malcolm D. Lee and written by Jewel Taylor, Tony Rittenmeyer, Keenan Kugler, and Terrence Nance. Its opening weekend was, shockingly, $54 million worldwide, which is about a third of what it cost.
I mean, it's only opening. It's only opening.
Well, yeah, that's opening weekend. That's still pretty impressive for Space Jam. Yeah.
Especially with theaters and whatnot.
Yeah. The cast who made this $54 million include, but are not limited to, Anthony Davis, Sue Bird, Draymond Green, Zosha Rockmore, Harper Lee Alexander, Stephen Ewan, Sarah Silverman, Michael B. Jordan, not the other Michael Jordan, Zendaya, Kyra J. Wright, Sonequa Martin Green, Chris Davis, Cedric Joe, LeBron James, and a very, very angry war machine, Don Cheadle, as well as several voice actors from the various cartoon characters. This movie's only won one award, which, surprising, it won the Iowa Film Critics Association Award for Best Basketball Movie of 2021.
Dude, I want to see that trophy.
Get the fuck out of here. That's fake.
No, Nicole, we are the Iowa Film Critics Association. This is the award we're giving it.
You know, as the head of the Iowa Film Critics Association and its reigning champion, I think it's very magnanimous of you to award this movie its first award ever.
We're on the maps, baby. We're there. They can't stop us now.
That's true.
They really can't.
That's true.
With that, though, Ryan, I'm turning over to you for the legit fun facts.
All right. I mean, that was a pretty legitimately fun fact. But alas, we have three more or less factual facts regarding the movie. After the original idea for Space Jam 2 was canceled, there was an idea for a spy film called Spy Jam. Jesus Christ. Starring Chinese actor Jackie Chan. But he left the project, and it evolved into Looney Tunes Back in Action, which released in 2003. This is not to be confused with True Space Jam 2, which was released by Super Eye Patch Wolf, which Warner Brothers denies is a...
What a shit post that one was.
It was. Hey, by the way, I would watch Spy Jam. That sounds fun.
That does actually sound fun. Plus, Jackie Chan, he's a fucking dream to watch on the screen.
He is, but is it wrong that I'm mad at the word jam for being in this movie?
Yeah,
Wait.
can we have a better title?
Yeah.
Like Spy Jam, that's like everything else sounds good with the title.
I was assuming that he did spy stuff while playing basketball.
Oh,
are we gonna have like James Bond fucking in an NCAA tournament? Is that what I'm getting here?
Yes.
Like,
I like
what
it.
are we doing?
Okay, let's pause then. Ryan, what would you name a Jackie Chan starred Looney Tunes crossover movie?
Oh God. Fuck. That's what's hard because you want to connect it to Space Jam, but it has nothing to do with basketball.
How about Looney Foo? Like, you know, the Looney Tunes and Kung Fu.
Oh my god!
I'd be down for that. I mean, like, yeah, Looney.
At
least that makes more sense.
My soul died inside when you said that.
You could also do Kung Tune.
The Karate
Ooh.
Tune.
Get out! You're fired. You're both
The
fired.
Karate Tune. No, that's mine. That is my.
No, you're both fired. You're both fired. Pack up your bags. Give me your gun and your badge.
Well, joke's on you, Nicole. I already ate my gun and my badge. I'm good.
You ate your man. Let's not even go into the ramifications of that one.
You're gonna ruin your dinner.
Next
that's the
fun
worst of it.
fact. Oh no! Before this train crashes. Next fun fact. According to Deadline, Pepe Le Pew was ultimately excised from this movie and other future Looney Tunes projects in the wake of the Me Too movement. A scene that was supposedly partially filmed ended up being removed. Penelope Pussycat was also planned to be a part of the Toon Squad for the sequel. She was even included in early promotional material, such as the December 2020 reveal, complete with official artwork of Penelope wearing the film's new Toon Squad outfit. By the time the...
All right, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What? Continue before I go on.
By the time the official teaser dropped in March of 2021, she was not featured in any of the footage or the movie itself.
What's new, Pussycat?
What was wrong with Penelope Pussycat?
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with her?
Isn't she the one that that Pepe's constantly going after?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pepe's
Okay,
the creep.
if she's Pepe's female counterpart, then it makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be asking, where the hell is Pepe?
Yeah.
And his rapey ass.
What's wrong with
No,
Pepe?
But that's how they made Pepe though. They made him so people would always be asking when he's on screen, "Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe?" Oh, there he is.
Just being a creep.
What the fuck is wrong with Pepe with you?
Oh.
How you gonna do my boy like that? It's because he's French, isn't it?
Yes,
that's
that's
it.
it.
I mean,
That's
fuck
the
the French, honestly.
You happened upon Warner Brothers' distaste for all things French.
I mean, they just
Yeah,
they
I
just make
knew
up
it.
words over there anyway. It's fine.
Fucking an 18-letter word, and you only pronounce 5 of them. Fuck you guys. Come on, guys.
Well, I've been saying that for years.
All right. Well, our final fun fact before we dissolve into complete madness with the synopsis. The lighting effect of the Looney Tunes characters were done by Industrial Light and Magic, which makes this the first time the company has done lighting effects on 2D animated characters in a live action and animated feature since Who Framed Roger Rabbit in 1988, 33 years earlier. Holy shit, I feel old.
Great
Oh my
movie.
God.
Love that movie.
Amazing movie.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Good movie.
To be fair, the lighting when that was really good. So I mean, if
Yeah.
you bring those guys back, you could do a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, kudos for them securing that studio. It's just hitting me with the year and the amount of time, Aaron. It got me down.
I mean, don't forget, Ryan. Over 20 years ago, Pokemon came to the world.
Oh
No, don't you fucking lie to me like that. No, that's a lie.
Let's do some initial thoughts real quick, then we'll jump into whatever the fuck this is. I'll go first. I honestly thought I was going to hate this upon hearing of it coming out. Like, I didn't hate the first one by any means. I had fun with the first one. But when you tell me you're going to do a 20-year, 30-year sequel to... Well, I guess 20 years. When you're going to do a 20 years long sequel to something that was basically commercial, I'm just sitting here like, no, that's dumb. That's not going to happen. But you know what? Coming out of the movie, I don't hate it. I think it falls short of what the first one did to some extent. But you know, the first one wasn't super great either. So it was overall interesting. I'll say that much.
All right. Some kind words. Robbie, what are you thinking?
Well, Ryan, you know my nostalgia factor always hits me hard with movies like this. I'm 35, so when the first one came out, I was 10, I believe. So I have a very soft spot for that movie in my heart. I didn't. So I'll agree with Aaron in the sense that I didn't hate this as much as I thought I was going to hate it. However, LeBron James is terrible at acting. I know this is not supposed to be like a great acting movie, but it was painful to watch him like say lines. Like it was like he's just reading it off a teleprompter to me. So
I want to ask you, Robbie, compared to Michael Jordan, Shaq, where does LeBron rank?
I would put MJ ahead of Shaq, and I would put Shaq ahead of LeBron because at least Shaq was having fun, even though it was bad.
Fair enough.
And he had multiple movies, so he got to try a few times.
I have thoughts about LeBron's acting and this movie, but I'm going to save them for the actual discussion.
Okay. But I will try to be positive. There was fun moments in this movie, which I'm sure we'll get into, that brought a smile to my face, and I had fun with those parts. But overall, it wasn't that good, is what I'm going to say.
Fair enough.
All right, well, I'm gonna give mine first before Nicole bops out her dissertation on everything terrible with this movie.
No, Ryan, it'll be glowing praise. You know it will be.
Shit,
all right, take your bets now. Take your bets now.
But no, I'm personally gonna echo the chorus here a bit. This absolutely was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It reeked of an obvious cash grab, and I mean, for all intents and purposes, it still is. But it was fun. I think it did a lot of what it set out to do, which was entertain young people while also throwing references at older people, and I can't believe that I am older people that they're aiming at in this movie. But yes. A lot of them took me by surprise and put a smile on my face. It's not great cinema, but I did have a good amount of laughs in it. So it was fun ultimately.
Old man Ryan.
I know, man.
Old man Ryan.
My knee is hurting? Like, bro, what the fuck?
Damn.
Well, Nicole,
don't you have to get to bed too soon?
I know.
Ryan? Like,
I know. It's close to my bedtime.
Well, Nicole, the floor is yours to do what you do.
It is. Get out my soapbox. Get the projector out. I had to squeeze everything on like a little notepad that I had next to my desk because I couldn't grab my actual notebook. Because of course, you know, hearing Space Jam 2, I was automatically cringe because, like you, Robbie, this is near and dear to my heart. I'm a Chicago girl. Oh, yeah. Like, I was a sports fan. Like, I watched the Bulls. This is near and dear to my heart. So I did a double feature, and I roped a friend in because I didn't want to suffer alone.
Yes.
I messaged him like, "You can watch this with me, right?" I'm not suffering. So we did the original Space Jam, and then we did the second one. So very near and dear to my heart. It holds up so well. Seeing it now, but the second one, everything wrong with this movie is LeBron James.
Damn.
So painful.
Literally everything.
I feel
Like,
like there's more wrong with it than that, but I do agree that he's a problem.
It like takes you out of the movie.
Every bit of this movie that I disliked was connected to LeBron.
Damn.
Everything that I enjoyed was the Looney Tunes, which chef's kiss. It is the same as I remember the old cartoons, but every bit of this, like every time LeBron was on screen, I pulled out my phone like I did something else, because I will literally watch anything else act besides LeBron. I'll go watch like a freshman high school play instead.
Damn.
That's some praise.
That's cool.
Right there.
And
That's
give
good,
it
though.
a standing ovation. Then watch LeBron act again, if you can even call it that.
Well, with that, I have a synopsis for everybody. Are you guys
Yes.
ready to hear
I'm very excited for this.
my take on this insanity?
Oh, I'm ready. Are you buckled
Yeah.
up?
My
Well, it should
drink
be
is
good.
far away from me, so my computer is safe. Let's
Man,
get into this nonsense.
I haven't done a synopsis for a Space Jam movie since 2018 we did that? Or no, it was
Somewhere around
it
there.
was 2017, I think, like a while ago. Holy shit. Well, here we are.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Rehashing
go.
the past. Abdicating the throne of basketball, Michael Jordan is succeeded by one King LeBron James. His kids don't want to fully follow in his footsteps, and he doesn't quite understand that, being a monarch and such. So he tries to take an interest in their hobbies, only to be disappointed because it's video games. He and his kids take a trip to the Warner lot to hear a pitch for a project proposed by Al Gore Rhythm to basically put him in everything WB has. Why? Because Robert Downey Jr. is still too expensive and the Stranger Things kids are busier.
Not wrong.
Facts. Quite facts.
LeBron turns down the obviously bad marketing idea because even without a marketing degree, he can see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Upset, Al Gore decides to abduct L. Brown and his son, turning his son against the father in some kind of biblical metaphor for something, I guess. And LBJ is flown somewhere into cyberspace. Oh, so that's where the space part of Space Jam comes from. Where he happens to land in Toon World. No, not that one.
Oh.
He meets Bugs Bunny, who is going insane because all his friends and family abandoned him. But when the Bronze asks for his help to basically replay the plot of Space Jam 1, Bugs could not refuse. They pull a UFO GTA and fly out to various parts of subspace to abduct all the Bugs' friends for the Dream Team, ignoring basically all of LeBark's requests for, good players. And this basically plays out like a big commercial for all things you can currently find on HBO Max for only $14.99 a month. Just go to hbomax.com today and enter the code after credits for no promotion or discount. Just see what happens.
See what happens.
Dude.
Sorry. Ooh, sorry, promotion right there.
Got a little excited.
Seriously, Warner Bros., if you want to get a deal going, let me know. The team gathers together, fighting Labor for how to actually play basketball when the Goon Squad shows up, featuring such classic players you'll love as the Vulture, Wet Hot Man, the Amazing Spider Person, and Chronobot.
God damn it.
Using cheat codes and video game logic, they are led by LeChild. And from this point on, the rules are basic of basketball or reality don't mean shit. Also, the stakes have been raised. The Toon Squad isn't just playing for the freedom of LeBob and LeChild, but also the whole 100 or so people Al Gore's kidnapped, and also the lives of the Toons. After failing miserably for 2 quarters, LeBrain decides to allow the Toons to do their weird shit. This scores them a stupid amount of points that piss off that piss on the non-existent rules harder than we already have so far. LeChild returns to his father after Al Gore acts like an asshole, as he doesn't want this to turn into a Florida situation.
Oh no.
He turns into he steps into the ring himself, using his infinite power to cheat, even more, in a game where the rules never mattered. But he loses anyway because LeBrock embraces the power of the Matrix, and Bugs Bunny sacrifices himself to perform a glitch to break Al Gore's hold on reality. Mm-hmm. Everyone is saved and escapes the digital world. Bugs Bunny is deleted because his code has become unstable, and with Al Gore gone, LeChild can focus on once again on his summer education program of choice. He is about to give in to his father's demands to go to basketball camp, but LeBlanc has decided to teach his son a lesson and send him to the hell that is E3 instead. I assume as punishment.
Fucking monster.
I assume as punishment for betraying him or something. Bugs Bunny appears alongside him in the real world, telling LeBuzz he's done well, but a new challenger's appeared. Off on the horizon, a familiar shadow looms over the land as Michael Jordan enters the frame, ready for Slam Jam.
Oh my God.
No, that's Michael
Hell
B.
yeah.
Jordan. God damn it. It's Killmonger. That's actually even worse.
Fucking
Fuck.
damn it.
That was a movie. That was a movie.
Dude.
That was, in fact, a movie. My favorite part of it is he loses anyway when LeBlanc embraces the power of the Matrix and Bugs Bunny sacrifices himself to perform a glitch to break Al Gore's hold on reality.
Yeah.
That's not even that, like... That's not even that, like, embellished. That's actually the movie.
That's actually what happens.
Real
I
life.
feel like, I'm gonna just say it right here, I feel like a lot of stuff happened, but there's not a lot of context for why it happens.
This is correct.
Exactly. It's just a train that's just going, and we're just on for the ride. There's no context for anything.
I actually did make some fun questions for this, so we will get to those here in a minute. But I want to go back to the acting criticisms here. So Ryan, you had something you wanted to say.
Yeah, so I do agree that LeBron is absolutely the weak point of the movie. You
Not
will
even
find
close.
no arguments there. What I will say though is that what's different from me for this one is that they make it more of a character story. Like the whole concept of Michael Jordan being in the original, like there wasn't really a whole bunch asked of Michael Jordan. He just had to be Michael Jordan. And the story kind of like edged itself around, is he going to go back to the Bulls or not? Which played really, really well with the real life situation of, is he going to go back to basketball? Is he trying other things out or is he going back? So it didn't ask a whole bunch of Michael Jordan. He just had to be there and play around with cartoons, and that's easy shit. This one, they made more of a character story, which meant more acting pressure had to be put on LeBron, and LeBron is not a fucking actor.
No.
So,
To say it lightly.
while, yes, like to say the least, to put it mildly, he is not a fucking actor. So, putting a character-driven story on his shoulders, while also having him make cameos in a bunch of different Warner Brothers titles and properties, it was kind of destined to fail on his part. He couldn't hit it.
Yeah.
Well, and there's something else I want to add to it too. So, I feel like the first Space Jam is a much more personal journey of Michael Jordan leaving basketball and having been pulled back into it. And it actually uses, like, not necessarily one for one, but, like, it does borrow elements from Michael Jordan's real life and puts it into the film. And it just feels more personal. Here, like you said, Ryan, it's a character, so it's embellished. It feels very fake. And that's on top of the CGI versions of cartoon characters. That's on top of the blatant commercial for HBO Max, basically. Like, this movie doesn't feel personal at all. It just feels like a bunch of checklists being done to accomplish a movie, basically.
Def.
Yeah, there was also one thing I wanted to add. Can we talk about how shit of a dad
Yes.
LeBron
Oh
is?
my God.
Yeah, that's worst father of the year right there.
He's like such a Chad.
Yo, dude, what are you doing
Like,
playing
not
video
even a
games?
good Chad.
That's what he said, basically. I'm like, dude.
Exactly.
No, when we get in these four walls,
This
is
is work.
work. We don't play here. I'm like, motherfucker, it's a game. I need you to breathe.
The dude made a video game.
Made many a
Shit.
note. I made many a note about LeBron being a shit dad. Yeah, kind of a shitty dad. Basketball before happiness. Just gonna pressure your kids. LeBron being a real fucking Chad.
Yeah.
And like there was a part of me that saw what they were trying to do with that storyline, and I feel like the real payoff would have been LeBron saying, "Hey, you know, when I was a kid, there was a lot of like when I was a kid, I had to go into basketball and put everything on my shoulders and be the best at it because a lot of people were depending on me, but I worked hard so that you don't have to have that kind of pressure."
Especially with that intro.
Yeah. Why even show that?
And they gave him like a half a sentence of saying something along those lines, and I'm like, this is literally the end of the arc right here. This is where you understand it, you give it to your kid, and you say, I want you to be the best you can be. I have worked to take all of the pressure off of your shoulders. I just didn't see it until now, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we didn't get
that. We really did.
I also really, in the beginning where, like, LeBron's friend is like, oh, you just got to smack the Game Boy and it works. I wanted that to come back.
Yeah.
Well, like LeBron, he stops working.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he does something to the game, like, where he smacks it, and I'm just like that.
Oh my god, he could have smacked Bugs Bunny really hard and cured him of the glitch. Oh,
could have, but he
that
didn't.
Was the best reference.
That's literally the first note I have. Game Boy smack foreshadow ? And then all the way at the end, like, I'm so disappointed.
I give Nicole a lot.
Bunny.
I give Nicole a lot of shit, but the fact that she actually actively takes notes, like, as she's watching the movie is so goddamn professional. So well.
As I am watching, commentating with my friend that I sometimes drag in to watch these movies to just bounce things off of. I got a lot going on.
When we first did a Space Jam podcast, I took thorough notes. I was fucking all over the place. Now it's like I just make jokes during the movie, and then I just write down the jokes I made later.
You work on your bits during the movie.
Absolutely. I mean, if the movie's good, I'll shut up. But if the movie's fucking garbage, I will definitely make fun of it the whole way through.
Like whenever LeBron's on screen.
So bad.
Like, I remember one of the jokes I made. This is one of my questions here. Why is War Machine such an asshole in this movie? Did Tony Stark dying really fuck him up this bad?
Oh, man.
Don Cheadle.
He was real salty.
Real salty. I think he knew he was supposed to be the villain, so he was trying to ham it up, you know what I mean? Like, really get into it. But it was like, it just made him look really salty about somebody making fun of him. It's basically what the whole thing was.
Honestly, I loved it because Don Cheadle doesn't really get to do, like, a whole bunch of the goofy shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, this immediately took me to those old Captain Planet videos.
Oh,
I'm just
dude.
like, yeah, he gets to be an actual cartoon character for a little bit now.
That shit was legit.
Yeah. I also loved it because, like, his character wasn't an actual person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a robot, little ones and zeros.
Yeah. So him, like, hamming it up, chewing on all the scenery, like, that doesn't take you out of it.
It's what a machine thinks a person would act like, and I kind of like it because this is Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Speaking of which, I have another question for you. So the entire business model put together by a computer program, and the best it could come up with was putting a basketball player, a fairly good one, mind you, into every property its parent company owns. And the executives just ran with it. They didn't even workshop the idea or beta test it or anything. So the question is this why the DCEU is such shit?
Are we just going to blame an algorithm on the failings of the DCEU?
Can I also add another bit onto this question?
Yes.
Why did LeBron feel the need to bring his kids to a business meeting?
Okay, so that one I kind of understood. No, that one I did. No, that one I did understand because it's supposed to be something higher tech, and his son is interested in high tech stuff. So being able to hear that is cool.
But why is he in the room for a fucking professional like business meeting? Like, yeah, he can come along and ask questions, but like, just sit him down with his Nintendo Switch, like in the waiting room while business happens.
This is where the business works.
God, LeBron, you're so shit doing things.
Quickly, what it made me think of was, I'm assuming you guys watched South Park when Cartman is Osimo and he's just pitching Adam Sandler ideas.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what this made me think of. Is like, seriously, this algorithm came up with putting LeBron like into the Game of Thrones universe. Like, we're gonna have Adam Sandler go into like that's 100% what it made me think of. I'm glad that you put this question in here because I would have forgot if you didn't, because that's what I was thinking of during that.
Well, it's funny you bring that up too because one, You're right. South Park did it first. So why is Warner Brothers not evolving beyond that? 2, you also own South Park. Why are they not in this movie at all?
It was a funny idea.
They could have pointed
it.
at this joke.
Oh man.
This movie was so chock full of self-referential humor. I don't know if it could have taken
was.
South Park.
Yeah. That's true.
The mask, the fucking mask was on the sidelines, and I died every time I saw him in that yellow suit.
There was multiple Batmans.
I lost my mind when I saw the Herculoids and Jabberjaw in the background.
Herculoids, yes. Oh shit.
I'm trying to make sure I put this question in here. I don't know if I did. I thought I did.
Yeah.
I'll have to remember it for later because it's one of my later questions. So, let's talk about the basketball game real quick. The part that no one cares about. So, they play a game that looks like basketball. It doesn't really feel like basketball. So, one of the complaints I made in watching this movie is in the first film when they played the basketball game, yeah, the Monstars cheat because they're big, tough guys who are okay getting fouls on them. But you know, they at least kind of associate with the rules to an extent. And I'm not going to try to say they have to follow the rules 100%, but it kind of makes the stakes not really feel real when all they're doing is just throwing a ball around without any real context to it. And so I guess my question for you is this, guys. When you play baskets and balls, are you more of a rules lawyer, or do you incorporate a lot of homebrew into your games?
God damn you, and this amazing question.
As soon as you said that question, I was brought back to high school and our days of playing Foursquare and all of our stupid rules.
Yes! Also, what's your favorite basketball homebrew?
I didn't play much basketball. Oh my god.
Ryan, you are such a nerd. Come on.
Ryan. Right?
Yeah, I was.
What the fuck, Ryan?
I in high school I played football to masquerade how nerdy I was.
Yeah, look where you are now.
Yeah. Here I am. A goofy ass podcast. Fucking nerd. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only other like variant, like rules variant I know for basketball is horse.
Yes.
Which is like the second most played form of basketball.
I actually played basketball all the way through my senior year of high school. I wasn't a rules follower. I'd always foul out because that's just how I played. So
you'd fit right in. Awesome.
Yeah, I was a Goon Squad member, I guess, or Monstars. But I always enjoyed 3-on-3 because that kind of fit my style better of actual basketball games. Because I was fast, so it was a lot easier with less people on the court to actually get to the hoop.
Yeah, get those fuckers out of your way.
Yeah,
I get that.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I'd still foul hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think like for me, like casually playing the game, like I'm more loose. Like let's add the home brews. But while I was watching this movie, especially the first one, it was like I was watching an actual game. Like, rep, come on. That's a foul. I know for a fact that's a fucking foul.
Like, how in the world is Roadrunner dribbling? He's not. It's just a walking travel. Come on, guys.
No. It's light speed. You can see it if you freeze frame it.
The ball is resting on his plume. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, he's dribbling.
It's just like meep. Like the ball's not even touching the ground, dog.
Oh shit.
No, he's dribbling it so fast that we just can't see.
Oh my god.
Well, okay. Counterpoint, Ryan. If he's going so fast that he can move from the center of the court to the hoop in like a second, do you have time to even call out the foul?
You'd have to go to replay. Slow it down.
Yes, because there's no replay in cyberspace.
Yeah. What the fuck? That huge screen, no replays, no play of the games. Come on.
Nah, too much shit was happening on the court, man. We couldn't stop for a commercial break.
What stuff? What fucking stuff?
I mean, every other second we had a fucking missile launcher being shot at the opponent's backboard. Got fucking. We got a fucking robot over here controlling time. It's just like we literally can't blink.
I think this comes down to like a fine line of like rules and homebrew. Because like the first one, like that that was silly. This one, it's just like there were no rules, just like obligatory. Like, oh, this gets you 1,000 points. Why? I don't fucking know. 12-year-old designed this.
Wait,
what?
Are you telling me that 12-year-olds don't know how to make video games?
12-year-olds don't know shit.
12-year-olds can't make games unless their last name is James. Come on, the movie has established this.
Also, what the fuck was that tech?
Yeah,
this kid is apparently the next fucking Tony Stark. If he can turn every cell phone in America into a 3D scanner to then digitize whoever's holding the fucking phone.
Yeah, what does this kid have at home that he could do this? That's what I want to know.
So I think that was more he made a rudimentary program that could do something like that, and then Al Gore just was like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking take this and improve it and then use it for evil. And so that's why it got better. I don't think him by himself would have made it a thing that could scan everybody from their phones. That might be a bit of a stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
the fact that he was able to make an app on his normal ass phone that took very accurate 3D scans of full fucking people, ridiculous.
Also, one thing that would have made his entrance way better at the start of the game is if he had a power glove.
Oh, yeah.
They missed out on that. They really did.
He could have been decked out in, like, modernized, like, old, like, a light gun, like a modernized light gun. He could have been decked out in that and just kind of lame, like, uniform.
We would have delved too hard into Ready Player One status, though. The power glove! The light gun!
It would have fit, though, because he's programming everything.
I know, but they've already got Ready Player One. We can't.
I don't give a shit about Ready Player One. This is Space Jam.
Too hard.
No, I'm crossing them. I'm adding more strings.
I'm disappointed we're in a digital world and there was that one reference to Digimon in this.
That's true.
Who owns the rights to Digimon? I want their lawyers on deck right now.
Who does own them?
I'm getting them on the phone right now.
That's a good question.
Oh my god.
Well, while we're waiting for that, here's my next question. I know all the stuff that's on HBO Max, like you could go check it out. So I have a question. Where was the Veep world in cyberspace? And why did Julia Louis-Dreyfus try to recruit the Goon Squad for Dark Avengers?
Major crossover opportunity missed. Veep's awesome.
That's for their original series that they're going to come out with later.
If I don't see the spider basketball lady show up in Spider-Man Far From Home, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna fucking riot.
Oh man, that'd be great. All right, Spider-Man, you gotta fight Hot Wet Man and Chronobot. Go for it.
Chronobot? Who wrote these guys?
You forgot fucking Viper Lady.
Oh yeah, there was a Snake Lady. Fuck,
yeah,
I forgot all about
Diana
her.
Taurasi.
You forgot Snake.
So wait, where was she that? Because I remember Vulture and Spider-Woman and the Hot Wet Man and Chronobot. Man, I forgot all.
She was like the first one.
Was she?
Because like in the scene where he's like modifying
was she playing in the game
the
though?
players.
Yeah.
I must have forgot all about her. Fuck. They're all so forgettable and stupid. I just forgot.
Well,
she was the one that was primarily playing defense to Lola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I remember now.
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah.
And
although for this one, I will say it was actually really, really cool to base the villains' character models on other NBA stars. I thought that was a cool innovation.
Well,
yeah.
I wish that we got to see who the NBA/WNBA players were first, because I had to kind of like figure that out on the fly, because besides Anthony Davis, they didn't really show anybody, unless I missed it. And I was like,
they did a whole character introduction on them, except without the names.
It was very quick.
Maybe I was looking at my phone like Nicole.
Yeah. It was very quick.
I remember Anthony Davis, but
in that scene, because he's talking to one of the female players, and then they just all come in like one after another. Like, oh, put me in the game. Put me in the game.
Put me in the game, coach.
Put me in, coach.
Ryan, I have a question because I know where Nicole stands this one. Robbie, this is for you too.
Okay.
Do you agree with the decision the network made to ban Pepe Le Pew from reality? Why or why not? And is it his fault that he loves cats, or is it the cat's fault for just being so damn sexy?
Not his fault who he loves.
God damn it.
Man, this is a loaded question.
Oh, man.
It's not his fault he's attracted to cats.
It is his fault how he goes about the shit, though.
But
Look,
Ryan, the cats, they're so damn sexy. Look at those curves.
Control your goddamn self.
Look, he's an old man. We just gotta teach him better.
All right. Here's my thoughts on Pepe Le Pew. So he was introduced in what, the 40s? Back then, this is how dudes did stuff.
That was how you got a woman.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really translate to 2021. And the dude's just a straight creep. Come on, like if some guy was like, it just like I cringe every time I watch the old. Like I love the old Looney Tunes cartoons, but anytime Pepe Le Pew's on there, I'm just like, oh man.
It's a remnant of a time gone by.
Yeah.
That is best left in the past.
Even
so
as
aggressive.
Even as a child watching the cartoons back in like the 90s, I remember seeing Pepe Le Pew cartoons, and those were typically the ones where I'm like, oh, this is the skunk one. I don't like this one. I'm gonna go like color in a book or something. Yeah, this is before we had phones. We couldn't just play like Angry Birds or some shit.
I'll just stare at the wall for a while.
But I mean, like in light of your actual question, personally, I don't share the outrage and the vitriol behind the character. I completely understand where the more vocal opposition comes from. I absolutely get that we shouldn't make excuses for what happened in the past, but just accept that it was in the past and move forward. And I think the controversy they would have invited in adding Pepe Le Pew would have screwed over any chance this movie had of getting people to go see it. Just from like the Twitter shitstorm alone. So I think from a marketing perspective, it was a good idea to leave them out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would agree with why.
I have a follow-up question. Is Pepe Le Pew the reason we didn't get Lola Bunny fan service?
I mean, they did slim down her figure from the previous movie to some extent.
I was waiting for it, and I was very disappointed. Warner Brothers.
There was a lot of fanboys disappointed.
Look, Lola Bunny had a lot of children and teenagers question their sexuality.
This is correct.
And you know what? Probably made me the person I am today.
Nicole, if you were directing this movie, would you have made Lola Bunny have smaller tits, bigger tits, or the same tits?
She could have been the same.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to like push it to the limit or if you were just going to like, nah, just keep it the same.
Just full on Jessica Lola Rabbit.
Yeah, no, she's got like, because she was with the Amazon, so like she's got like that lean like figure. So giving her like massive mommy milkers, that would be too much.
Oh my god! Did she actually say?
Oh shit!
I know what I said, Ryan.
Help! I know what you said. I wish I didn't, but I know what you said.
I'll say it again.
God damn it!
Her huge badonkadonks, just massive mommy milkers, just all around the court.
God's sakes!
Man, this is going off the rails already. Despite the obvious commercialization of it all, guys, which cameo/reference stood out to you the most? And was this movie way too focused on promoting HBO Max?
Yes,
just a little bit.
I think it hit me hard when they did the Rick and Morty reference because I wasn't expecting it at all, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
that one was sweet though.
Here's the thing: I like the reference because it's funny, but when I saw that, I'm like, oh, this is just a big commercial for HBO Max, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course it is. It was always going to be.
I enjoyed the Justice League
ahead.
one because it brought me back.
Oh, that was a good one.
And it was
That was
funny
fun.
because like Donald Daffy Duck was trying to be Superman. I thought that was funny. That was good stuff.
Super Duck was fun. I actually enjoyed that a lot.
I love Super Duck.
It's
I just love
Yeah.
Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck is better than Bugs Bunny. Don't
So I agree he is better, but he only really works well with other characters. By himself, he's not.
He has to
as
play
good.
off people for sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like Warner Brothers, like, out of nowhere remembered that they were actually doing really good with their DC animation and decided to make use of it. But that's a story for another podcast.
Wait.
That we've already done.
Ryan, you bring up a point. First off, if you haven't seen it, check out our episodes where we compare DC movies because that's important. But Ryan, you bring up an excellent point. They didn't show any of the DCEU stuff here. They just showed fucking cartoon stuff. I have to ask, where was my sad Batman? Where was my damaged Joker? Where was my also sad Superman?
I'll tell you where it is. It's in the extended universe that's not canon.
Yeah. You're not incorrect.
Don't worry, The Rock's gonna save everything.
I felt Ryan's heartbreak on that one.
Where is my society Joker? I want to see the Joker who says we live in a society.
Oh my God, get him out of here!
Be living in a society, though.
You just have that Joker walk up to Bugs Bunny who's dying from a glitch. He's like, "Hey, Bugs, we live in a society," and he just walks away.
All right. To be fair, that would have been funny.
That would be funny.
Awful. But funny.
Now I'm just thinking about Joker like T-posing on Bugs Bunny like we live in a society.
Jesus Christ.
Have that be the thumbnail.
I'm sure he was in the crowd because they had like they had
there
Jack
was
Nicholson
multiple Jokers
Joker
in the crowd, I think.
They had the '66 Batman out there. I saw
They had DeVito
Danny
Penguin
DeVito
out there.
Penguin. Well, very poor looking Danny DeVito Penguin, but yeah.
Oh no, it was crap looking.
But that was him.
Oh yeah, that's why he was on screen for like 2 seconds.
It was like fucking bargain bin discount Penguin.
100%. It was a stunt double.
I think what really got me were like the old cartoon references, like the Herculoids.
Yes.
Nobody remembers that shit. I'm like the one person who remembers that.
There was a lot of Jabberjaw in the background too.
I love Jabberjaw.
He's very jawsome, just so you know.
He is. I love Jabberjaw. He's a good boy.
I personally loved that the original Monstars had like courtside seats.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's good shit.
Yeah.
Haven't recently gone back into the Animaniacs. Sorry.
Yes.
I loved seeing them in the sidelines, just on up in the area, and I'm like, man, you guys missed an opportunity to bring these guys into the Looney Tunes. This would have been fun.
Yep. Connect it.
Mm-hmm.
And quickly, another cameo that I liked was the Mad Max with Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner.
Fun.
That was sweet.
Witness me. Yes.
That was so
I was like, no way.
I'm a bit mad that when he fucking like face planted on the car, we didn't hear mediocre in the background. I was mad that I didn't get that, but aside from that, it was fantastic.
It was sweet.
Oh, now I'm thinking about Granny in the Matrix, and I'm just like,
That was pretty sweet too. Yeah.
I want more of that.
I was actually both impressed and disappointed at the same time with the re-edits of old movies. I'm thinking to myself, it's a cool idea, but also it feels kind of cheap when if you really wanted to put the extra effort in, you could have just refilmed scenes with these characters in and actually had like the actors and characters from those movies react in different ways to these invasions of their film.
They needed to have money. They like the PC answer, the public relation, the PR answer is that they wanted to maintain as much nostalgia as they could, so it needed to feel like you were back in the 90s watching a VHS of The Matrix.
Yep. Or Austin
But yes,
Powers.
the real answer is that that would have cost too much money.
Oh no, it would have. It would have been so expensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine bringing back Michael Myers from like retirement just to fucking record that one Austin Powers bit?
Dr. Evil.
I still don't fucking believe they did that.
That was pretty funny. I have to admit.
I lost my mind at that.
Fucking Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, so, some of these cameos were really funny and very inventive.
Let's see. What's next? Let's see here. Was the child right to forgive his father?
No,
No.
LeBron sucks.
Absolutely not. LeBron's a piece of trash.
He's like, oh, I'm
Well,
having
he went from
fun
one
now.
abusive
You can be
relationship
my
to another,
son. Like, it wasn't earned at all.
Nah, not really.
No. It wasn't.
Like, literally the whole
I think
point
the
was
reason
he's like, I'm having fun now. You can be my son again. That's the way I read it. Like, right?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah?
It just,
I mean, he had
I'm
this.
having fun now, so we're good. But once we get back to the real world...
you're going
Get
basketball
back to the
camp.
real world. It's all back to work.
The fact that he has this realization that, oh shit, you guys are losing the game because you're trying to be me, but you're not me, so we need to go out and just be yourselves. And he doesn't immediately connect that kind of that breakthrough to, holy shit, I need to talk to my son. Oh my god.
No, we need to win this
He's
game.
a shit person.
Where your priorities at, dog? Where your priorities
Yeah.
at?
Ryan, he's too busy having fun to worry about priorities.
It's only
Like, we're supposed to be going on this journey with LeBron, but the whole time I was just like, I fucking hate you. You're a shit person to your kid. How am I supposed to like you?
it takes seeing his son get berated by a fucking cartoon villain Don Cheadle for him to be like, oh right, yeah, I should probably talk to my right.
Maybe I should actually talk to my son.
This was actually the shit that we were disconnecting about. Let me talk to him about that.
Fucking Lola Bunny. I believed her caring about his son more than LeBron.
Oh, I mean, that's Zendaya. She's just a fantastic actress.
Mm-hmm.
Still wanted more fan service.
I'll skip this question because I think we've compared LeBron and Michael Jordan enough to know that what the problems are there.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I have something really quick that I want to talk about regarding that, though. I think this movie showcases the risk of tying a big movie to the IRL fame and the IRL story of an athlete, because one of the big reasons that Space Jam was so fucking amazing and such a blockbuster was because Mike was at the top of his fucking game when that shit was going down. Like, it was the Bulls were the greatest basketball dynasty ever, and he took a break, and the whole world was waiting with bated breath when he was gonna step on the court again.
This movie was released, like, in real time.
Yeah.
Like,
Crazy.
This shit could have gone on.
Right.
If Michael Jordan said he went to go play basketball with Bugs Bunny, I'd believe him.
Exactly.
So I think my point, though, is if this movie had come out like 3 or 4 years earlier, when LeBron, like when the buzz around LeBron was at its like peak, I think this movie would have done better as well.
Of course, the problem with that though is his acting still would have been crap.
Probably.
Oh, his acting would have been garbage, but it would have been
course.
more relevant IRL.
Mm-hmm. Then maybe we could have ignored his terrible acting, like, a little bit.
Yeah, I think that, like, I wanted to make sure I brought that up, that even, like, the IRL timing didn't even fit for this goddamn movie, which is another reason why it didn't live up to its predecessor.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, question then, comparing old and new, Monstars or Goon Squad, and why?
Oh, Monstars
Yes,
all the way.
Monstars for life.
No doubt in my mind.
Ryan?
Ryan, I'm a fucking...
No, okay, no, you're right.
I'm gonna fight
I
you.
still have to give it to Monstars. No, you're absolutely right. But I don't want to hate the Goon Squad, because I really
hate
liked
Goon
the
Squad.
fact... I loved
hate
it.
them.
I actually really loved them as villains because I love them as villains because they used the NBA stars to do it. I thought that was really cool.
So Ryan,
That was cool, but Monstars.
I want to propose my argument, Ryan. I want to tell you why you're wrong.
Okay.
I'm giving you shit, but seriously,
That's a strong point to your. That's
But
a strong
really,
start
why
to
you're
your
wrong.
to your argument. But all right, let's see.
So the Goon Squad fails for me for a couple reasons. Number one, there's no unifying theme to them. Like, the Monstars were a group of aliens, and they mutated with the power, the weird magic power of, like, Space Jam juice. To me, that works because it's a unified theme. They actually feel like a team. They feel like a group of characters that work like under his archetype. These are just a bunch of, like, fucking homunculi made by a 12-year-old child who has no idea how to do character designs.
Oh my god.
Man,
and while there's some
cut the boys
basis
some
on
slack.
them for being based on while there's some basis for them of like NBA stars, the original Monstars did too. They weren't voiced by him, but like there was still a basis for them. So I mean,
Yes.
there's a similarity
Yeah.
there. But I think the Goon Squad just is very bad, like character design in my opinion. But that's just because I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's just a hodgepodge
Plus, also
of bullshit.
the monsters had like the tiniest bit of personality to them.
Yeah.
Like the tall blue one, he was the himbo. He was the himbo, and I loved him. But I can't tell you a damn thing about anyone on the Goon Squad.
Except Wet Hot Man,
is
he's
hot
both
and
wet and hot.
Yeah, he's both wet and hot.
Oh, shit.
That's about it. That's all I can tell you.
These are fair. These are fair points. And again, I still agree that the Monstars are better. I just didn't want to give shade to the Goon Squad because I did enjoy them.
I'm giving shade.
Right, I didn't mean to attack you for your beliefs. I appreciate you as a person.
I appreciate that.
Wait, we respecting Ryan now?
Don't take this away from me, Nicole. I've worked long and hard to get to this road.
No, I'm gonna destroy it.
God damn it.
I don't come on the show often. I gotta destroy everything I can.
Let's see. I'm gonna skip this next one. Did we need a Space Jam sequel? Did you want a Space Jam
No.
sequel? Why or why
No.
not?
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the most unnecessary thing I've ever seen. I had fun with it, but it was the most unnecessary thing ever.
Yeah. Man. It didn't need to be done.
Not
like it,
every.
and they even make fun of it in the movie. Like Bugs is making fun of it, and they're the Michael B. Jordan thing. Like, oh, we need Michael Jordan to save us because we suck at this. Like, it just, yeah. I mean, parts of it are fun, but it's like, I probably honestly wouldn't have watched this unless I was going to come on here with you guys. I'm just being real.
Same.
Because
Yes,
I knew
same.
I knew I wasn't
Lasagna
gonna
says-
like love it. Like I knew it without even seeing it.
I was gonna say the only reason that I was okay doing it is because A, it was basically free through HBO Max, $14.99 a month. Please go subscribe. Also, because of the podcast. If we hadn't done the original podcast that Nicole demanded when we first started this film podcast, we probably would never have touched this. Not in a million years.
Yeah.
But
You're welcome,
we did
LeBron.
the first one, so we had to commit to the bit.
Got 4 more views for LeBron.
Yeah,
because of us.
unfortunately.
So Nicole, thank you for forcing us to do this. Okay, two final questions. Number one, who would you pick from from the Warner Brother catalog to be your dream team basketball team?
I've thought about this during the movie, and LeBron wasn't too far off of who I would pick. my two bigs, Iron Giant, 100% agree with him on that. I would take one of the dragons from Game of Thrones. I would take Wonder Woman. I need a magic person, so anybody from Harry Potter, preferably Harry. And
No, fuck Harry.
I don't know. I don't really care.
Fuck that
I
shit.
mean, you
like-
can go Hagrid. He's at the height advantage.
That's true. Yeah, but I already got
yeah.
got a lot of size. I need more guard play.
Oh, fair enough.
And then, God, who was my fifth?
But it's also a video game, so there are no rules.
Oh, I would take Neo from the Matrix. Bullet time.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
That's a good one.
What are y'all thinking, Ryan, Nicole?
Ryan?
Damn, I don't know. I think I'd be remiss if I didn't have the fucking mask on my squad. Are you kidding me?
He'd be a lot of fun to be on the squad for sure.
He'd
know
be that wild card factor.
I was gonna say he's like the highest wild card factor.
Absolutely. Fucking Loki in mask form. Come on, guys.
That's true.
What do you want? What do you want here? I don't know. Like there were a lot of really good mentions in this movie as well that I probably would have put in there. Iron Giant, absolutely. I probably would have had the Flash because it's obviously it's the fucking god, the Flash. Let's see. Hagrid's definitely got to be on the squad because I don't have a lot of size on my team just yet. So Hagrid's absolutely there. Also, he can have magical beasts flood the goddamn court. Come on.
Ooh, yep.
It's obvious win. And I'm gonna say Morpheus because something tells me Lawrence Fishburne used to ball back in the day.
That guy could ball. That guy.
Just something in your bones.
Just something in my bones. Yeah, he could probably also lay a sick baseline. Thanks, Soken.
Now I want to see video of Lawrence Fishburne dunking on somebody.
I really do, man.
I want
so
that.
bad.
With the armless shades and
Oh
all.
my God, that'd be-
I just need that.
Yeah. Somebody make a TikTok and like make it so.
Somebody
Make it so.
Nicole, what do you got? I'm currently going through the list right now of options. I'm actually trying to devise a solid team.
I am also going through. So I definitely.
Y'all got to go through the list. I had to come up with that shit on the spot.
That's why we had you go
God
first.
damn it.
Got him. Okay, so I think definitely, like Iron Giant is good, but like I'm not emotionally attached to Iron Giant, but I think I have to go with Monkey from Dexter's Lab.
Oh, I just got one. I have to do this one.
Dexter's Lab. Show.
I have to go with my dude Wile E.
Oh
Coyote.
yeah.
Space Ghost.
Space Ghost.
I gotta do Space Ghost. Totoro. Totally.
Yeah, there's no Ghibli movies in this one. I was disappointed with that.
That's fair, yeah.
Oh, is that a Warner property?
Also,
I did not know.
They have the licensing to distribute them. I don't think they
okay.
actually own them by any means.
Let's see. How many are those? 4? One more. One more, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Guts from Berserk.
Ooh, that's not fair.
So I'm gonna one up you, Nicole.
Look, he's on HBO Max. I pulled up my HBO Max account and I was scrolling through.
Nicole, I'm gonna one up you real hard, okay?
Oh.
So first off, I gotta go for my long distance shooter.
Far enough.
Gotta go for my long distance shooter. So Legolas is in there.
I forgot about Lord of the Rings. Damn it.
I need someone who's fast. Obviously, the Flash is going to take that one.
Yes.
I need some muscle, so I'm putting in Jotaro Kujo.
You son of a bitch! I can't believe
you got me
you.
there.
Gotta get the JoJos in there when I can.
You got me in. Though I do. Oh, that's a tough one between Jotaro and Joseph.
Yeah. I think Joseph probably would be more fun, but Jotaro's got the stands power going, so I think it's going to be a solid win there.
That's true, but Joseph is like my JoJo husband.
Fair. I put in Samurai Jack because I love the boy. He's a man.
Not Kenshin?
I didn't want to put Kenshin. I think Jack's just got more personality to him. I want someone who's a wild card for me, and I think the best wild card from the Warner Brothers catalog is Ben 10. He could beat literally anything.
So,
and then I have a backup player in mind because obviously I need Rick Sanchez.
Oh my God, Rick being the coach.
And with that, I think I've destroyed the Goon Squad pretty easily.
Yeah, immediately.
I didn't scroll far enough. I could have. there are so many other animated cartoon characters I could add, like the Powerpuff Girls.
I almost put in the Ruby characters, but I'm like, no, they're outclassed by these guys. I can't. I want to, but I can't.
I think on the bench I gotta put Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Solid bet. Final question of the evening for this episode. There are rumors of a possible third installment featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and potentially shifting the focus to wrestling. Would you want to see that, and why?
Okay, so are we talking like Looney Tunes Royal Rumble? Because that could be kind of fun.
I'm actually kind of interested in the idea, honestly.
Well,
also, The Rock is a good
like
actor.
Looney Tunes at Mania?
it has to. I mean, The Rock is infinitely better than LeBron, so I'll take that.
Yeah, The Rock can actually
I'll
act.
take that
He's
right
better
now.
than all the fucking
Carry the
basketball
shit.
players we've seen so far.
Like, even when The Rock was a heel, like, you still cared about him.
because he's got charisma and like he's not wooden in his
Yeah.
dialogue.
Now, the real question is this, though. Would you bring in other wrestlers like Batista and John Cena just to make this a fucking nonsense movie?
It would be pretty fun, I think.
Can we not with Cena? Fuck Cena.
I mean,
I'll
he's-
take Batista
he's been
in there.
making a good name for acting with himself, especially with that new Suicide Squad coming up. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
That's in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The Rock could carry this thing by himself, so I'm not worried about it.
That's true.
If,
That's true. We don't need anyone else but The Rock. Give The Rock and then just a green screen.
Just
If
let
it-
him go.
if The Rock is for sure like down for this one, like
Let him
I would
go.
actually be down for it because
Yeah.
he's a solid actor,
Oh, yeah.
solid get. Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking about if they were going to do wrestling, doing The Undertaker versus if they were going to stick with Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Gossamer. The big
I am so down. Do a casket
the
match?
match I want.
Oh my god.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
They can make that so
Oh,
fun.
and it brings new meaning to Undertaker versus the Big Red Monster.
That'd be
Oh
so
my
great.
God.
Done it.
Well, they do.
We cracked the
If they do a
code.
Rage in the Cage match, obviously they gotta have Tasmanian Devil in there, right?
Oh, that'd be great
Oh,
too.
of course.
Oh,
of
def.
course.
Well, I think we've confirmed that if Space Jam 3 happens, this podcast will reconvene for Space Jam 3.
I think we legally have to
Yeah,
though,
At this point.
if it happens.
We have to commit to the bit.
I don't-
Commit to the
Yeah.
bit.
Ryan, I don't think it's so much a legal requirement. I think it's more we're just cursed.
Yeah.
No, I wrote it in the contracts. It's
Oh,
legal,
okay.
legally binding.
Damn
It's signed by the devil. I'm pretty sure it's actually a curse.
No, that's just a weird form of my signature.
Oh. This is the part of the episode where we let you guys know. Again, you can reach out to us on Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also email us directly. Ryan, if someone wanted to email us this godforsaken thing, what could they email us at?
They can email us at please, dear God, do not make a Space Jam 3 at
But also kinda if it involves The Rock.
with the small caveat that if it's The Rock, I might actually consider it at cheap. No, it's too long.
It has to be The Rock.
It's too
The
long
Rock
now.
or no Space Jam 3 at gmail.com.
No, the real email is evacstation at gmail.com.
I love this show. This is the part of the episode where we rank the movie from platinum to trash and all the colors in between. Good lord, where do we put this one?
Fucking hell.
Like, it's bad, but it's not trash bad. It's not offensive bad. It's not like I want to kill myself bad.
I am going to give it a stone. Luckily, I have the list right in front of me. It has a few bright spots, but ultimately a failure for the intended version. I think that fits it perfectly. It was fun. I did have fun watching it. I don't regret the time that I spent watching it, but it absolutely could have been better. Better timed, better acted, better written. Like, there were a lot of things that could have been improved, and there were too many for it to give it an actual metal rating. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a stone.
I will concur. I think Stone's probably the best fit for it. I'm looking at it myself, and I'm just thinking to myself, where would we have ranked the first one? Because I think we did the first one before we had a ranking system. I think the first one would have probably been a solid bronze for me, maybe silver. Like, it's good but not great. This one definitely is a step down in a lot of ways. It has a lot of good potential. I think if you'd gotten the right guys on board to do it, it would have been great. But I think that you just had the most cynical, commercially cash grabby attitude going in. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie or Nicole?
Oh, naturally after the
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Robbie, what do you think?
I agree with the Stone. I was just gonna say quickly, if Bill fucking Murray was in this movie, it would be a bronze.
That's fair.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Where was he to save the day? Come on.
Well, question. Would it have to be Bill Murray, or could it be another comedian that's really popular?
I don't know if there's anybody. I don't know who.
I think
compares.
it has to be Bill Murray.
I don't know who compares.
It has to be
him.
Bill Murray.
It has to be Bill Murray.
I feel like I could have had fun if it was Jack Black, maybe. Maybe Kevin Hart.
Something nice.
Not Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Not in this one, please.
No, not Kevin Hart. No, because they already made the Kevin Hart joke.
Correct.
Okay.
You can't have too much of him.
Bill Murray's always great. It would have saved it.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
that's my thoughts.
Fair enough. Nicole, rounding it up.
Yep, wrapping it up. Yeah, everything else, like the Looney Tunes part of this is great. It harkens back to, the Looney Tunes we grew up with. And I think that part I'm gonna rank I'm gonna rank it as the feeling of joy that I had when K9 came out with Marvin the Martian. But everything else, with LeBron and his whole family drama, I suppose, more of LeBron being a shit dad until about an hour 20 into a 2-hour movie. I'm gonna give that I'm gonna give that a rating of Fernando the Mouse from Speedy Gonzalez shorts.
Ooh. Also, the fact you reminded me it's 2 hours, that's too long for a fucking movie like this.
The original was about 2 hours.
What was it? I thought it was more like a 90-minute thing. I didn't realize it was 2 hours.
Nope, it was about it was around there because I checked.
This felt a lot longer, honestly.
Yeah, because after I finished the second one, I went to see how long the first one was.
Well, the more you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you all for listening to Space Jam. Thank you for enduring this with us. If you have a chance to check it out on HBO Max, $14.99 a month, please go check it out. And again, use the promo code after credits, and something might happen, but probably not. So have fun. We'll see you after the credits.
Bye.
Bye.
Stop it.
Welcome to the space.